Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the commencement of the class of 2016. We respectfully ask that you stand for the presentation of the colors as presented by the United States Marines Honor Guard of Staff Sergeant Clater, Sergeant Brown, Corporal Artuno, and Private First Class Burke. And please remain standing for the national anthem played by the Belleville West Band under the direction of Dr. Tom Berkner. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. You may be seated. Tonight we celebrate the graduation of the class of 2016. Students, we thank you for your commitment to your education. Over the past 4 years, you have grown as students and as people. We wish you great success and joy. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Zachary Hanusek, Student Council President, who will give the senior proclamation.
Class of 2016, my name is Zach Hanusek, and I am both honored and humbled to be given the opportunity to speak with you. Graduates, I congratulate you. Through 4 years, we have learned a collection of new skills, from solving equations, writing papers, and conducting experiments. And we have learned outside of the classroom, like who we want to be and what do we dream. But most important, we learned how to survive 4 years of high school. Skills like giving the illusion of being awake while in the fact we are completely asleep. Aside from the obligatory bad joke, it is with complete seriousness that I tell all of you the past 4 years have changed us, both for the good and for the bad. We've all had wildly different high school careers, and whether you spent your time on stage, in the theater, or on the football field, or even just hanging out with friends, our time as Maroons has come to a close. It is, however, something special to be a Maroon, and not just because we're respectful, responsible, and kind. Being a Maroon means more than that. Being a Maroon means that no matter where you go in life, whether it be as far as our astronaut alumni Sandor Magnus, who traveled to the International Space Station, or come back to teach future generations at this very school, we are always connected by this place. We will all continue to grow and change, moving farther away from West. But our roots are planted here. We have built a foundation here that the rest of our lives will be built upon. When we were little and our parents asked us what we wanted to do with our lives, we answered that question like a hypothetical. But slowly, and all too quickly, that hypothetical became a reality. The rest of our lives is upon us, and it is time to leave these halls and move into the real world our parents have long warned us about. And as I look into the crowd, there's not one of you who isn't ready for the challenge. I leave you now with the words of a man much more qualified than I, Henry David Thoreau, a writer and plague of our English classes. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams and live the life you have imagined. Thank you, class of 2016, and I'm proud to be one of you.
I would like to thank the Board of Education for their service and leadership to District 201. Those present are Vice President, Mr. Kurt Schrader, Board members, Mr. Mike Eisgant, Mr. Mark Sauerwein, and Mrs. Shelley Schaefer, and Board Secretary, Ms. Kim Ellison. It is now my pleasure and honor to present to you the Superintendent of Belleville Township High School District 201, Dr. Jeff Dozier.
Good evening. It's great to be here tonight. I'm very proud to serve as Superintendent of District 201. Graduates, you have a lot of opportunities before you as you leave Belleville West. I want to give you a few pieces of advice, and I'll be brief. First, take the time to thank your parents, your grandparents, aunts, uncles, siblings, teachers, and others who've helped and guided you to get to this point. I know some of you, I've known you for a long time, some of you since kindergarten, some of you before that. And I know that some of you have been trying to raise it sometimes. It's been a little bit difficult. I can remember looking at some of you and seeing you at kindergarten when I was principal at your grade school, perhaps, and some of you that I know you're friends of the family. So I would urge you to spend time with your family and do your parents a favor. Put your cell phones away for a few hours. Parents, would you like that? So just spend time talking with them without being connected to Instagram or social media or just texting, or even if you're checking the weather like some of you have told me in the past. But just spend time and don't forget to learn how to communicate with people. Building relationships and communicating with people is a skill that will make you successful. The last thing that I would urge you to do is to make wise choices. Think about the choices that you make, because each choice that you make from here on out is going to affect you for the rest of your life. Choose to make the best of each opportunity that comes before you each day. On behalf of the Board of Education, I want to congratulate you on your graduation, and we wish you much success in the future. Thank you.
Tonight, we honor and recognize the retiring staff of Belleville West in District 201. These individuals have given tirelessly to the Belleville West and District 201 family. Their expertise and commitment to Belleville West and the community has been greatly appreciated. I ask that each of them in attendance please stand when introduced and remain standing until all retirees are introduced. Director of Night School, Mr. Scott Baer. Instrumental music teacher, band director, Dr. Tom Berkner. Teacher assistant, Mr. Terry Farrell. Administrative assistant, Mrs. Sherry Habermill. Science teacher, Mr. Brian Mitchell. Teacher assistant, Mrs. Diana Sims. And English teacher, Mrs. Jennifer Sage. Thank you for your tireless efforts on behalf of our district and the students of Belleville West. We also thank all the faculty members who are volunteering this evening in order to make this a great, memorable event. In an effort to recognize the highest academic achievement of students at Belleville West, we have developed a program to honor the top 1%, the top 2 to 5%, and the top 6 to 10%. These students are identified by wearing different colored stoles. Also, students are wearing different colored cords for NHS, Student Council, and various medals they have earned during their high school career, including those who have completed the Running Start program at SWIC. The students designated in the top 1%, summa cum laude, will deliver the class farewell. Ladies and gentlemen, class of 2016, please welcome the representatives from summa cum laude, Amelia Coyne, Nicholas Ernst, Samuel Geiger, Megan Glazer, Bailey Gwynn, Hannah Higgins, Madison Langan, Sage O'Brien, Brianna Sexton, Nicholas Stevenson, Emily Stock, Jordan Tasted, and Olivia Young. If you'd come forward. They did a heck of a job with Dr. Hensey's help of coordinating a speech between 13 people, and Miss Bailey Gwynn's going to start us off.
We realize that there's nothing that we can say that you haven't already heard about high school, but we're going to say it anyway. We know how this goes. We already had kindergarten graduation, and let's be honest, it's all been downhill from there. Then we all had our awkward tween years that hopefully ended with 8th grade graduation. As 8th graders, none of us knew what to expect out of high school. Would it be the same as grade school, but with more people? Or would people actually break out into song and dance in the middle of the cafeteria? They did, but it was just me. It turns out that high school is something completely different than anything we could have ever imagined.
When we first came to West, it wasn't our home. We all experienced our first day a little differently, but I think we all had one thought in common. West is big. That thought didn't just include the size of the building, though that was definitely part of it. I don't think any of us were expecting to have to walk up so many flights of stairs just to get from first to second hour. West was big in other ways too. There were the upperclassmen, the big kids, who for me are still the big kids. Walking the halls, going to class, and being a part of West seemed so natural for them, yet so foreign to us. We didn't feel like we belonged to this big, scary place, at least not yet. And we knew we had a long way to go toward making this place feel like home.
Before we could become part of this large family, we had to learn the basic unwritten rules of West. Because, like any other home, high school had rules. Rule number 1, always walk on the right side of the hallway. Rule number 2, always sit at the same table at lunch. The last and most important rule, always remember that you're just a freshman. Should you forget any of these golden rules, an upperclassman would be more than willing to remind you.
Some, Sometime during freshman year, West stopped being so terrifying. We became accustomed to the atmosphere of the school. We experienced Hobo Week for the first time, and along with it, the endearing Go Home Freshman chant. We took the upperclassmen's advice and started making a home at West. We decided to join clubs, sports, theater, band, and the countless other activities West has to offer. We took our first steps towards joining this family. Granted, we were still the younger sibling that everyone enjoys to taunt, but at least we were making progress.
Before we knew it, we were walking into West as sophomores. We were no longer the low men on the totem pole. Not everyone in the halls seemed like strangers anymore. Though knowing all 2,000 students was an impossible task, there were at least some familiar faces. With the year underneath our belts, we felt like veterans. West finally started to feel like our school, and we started to believe what that Welcome West video was saying, that West was our home.
As sophomore year came to a close, a new chapter was set to begin. Summer flew by, and before we knew it, junior year was knocking at our door. People said it would come fast, but no one could believe that we were already the upperclassmen. By now, West had become a second home. We knew the halls like the back of our hand. Wait, that's a new freckle. By this time, we had our favorite teachers, our go-to friend groups, and our favorite places to hang out and hastily complete last night's homework. Junior year was packed full of new opportunities and excitement. But through it all, there was one looming realization. The next year, we would be the seniors.
At last, senior year hit. We weren't just the big kids, we were the biggest. At the homecoming assembly, which we won in every way, we were the ones that got to start the famous Go Home Freshman cheer. We were the ones enforcing the unwritten rules and carrying on the traditions that seemed alien to us as freshmen. It was the year we were the ones being looked up to by the underclassmen. The friends we made over the years had finally become our family.
We are blessed with phenomenal parental figures in our West home. From teachers to counselors to librarians and everyone else on staff, we've had an excess of role models to guide us on our way with their advice and examples. So thank you all for your unselfish and for sharing your time, talent, and wisdom with us. As we move forward, it will be difficult to find mentors as dedicated and caring as the ones we have here. You all impacted our lives for the better, and we will never be able to repay you for that. Let's take a moment to thank all of our staff with a round of applause.
Senior year. Everyone loved to remind us how everything was the last. It was our last homecoming, our last football game, our last prom, or our last band concert, or our last art project. Whether or not we're actually leaving our home after graduation, we're leaving behind our home at Belleville West. None of this ever truly hit us, at least not until it was the last week, then the last day, or even now. The end of high school didn't seem real until it actually was. We realized that our time at West isn't infinite. It has an ending, and we have reached it.
Some of us are devastated to leave high school, taking the whole best 4 years of your life thing to heart. Others of us couldn't be more excited to leave this place forever. Now, most of us are probably a little bit of both. It's a bittersweet moment when you realize your life is about to change. West left its mark on all of us, shaping us into the young adults that we are today. As freshmen, we never thought that West would become such a big part of all of us. It'd be a lie to say that we know all 500 of our classmates, but just look around you. I'm asking everyone, without even standing, to simply put your hand on the shoulder of someone, anyone you know. Seriously, do it. This has no rhetorical effect. Good. This is a visual representation of how interconnected we've become these past 4 years.
And now comes the scary realization that the end of high school marks the beginning of adulthood. It's not like 8th grade where the next step just means a change in schools. This is a change in lifestyle, a change in home. We're all going our separate ways, choosing our separate paths. Some of us are joining the military, while some are joining the workforce. Some of us are going to college or trade school, but regardless of the path we choose, we will all have something in common, our time at West.
As we take our next steps forward, West will become just a memory in a life filled with so many. We will all change and become new people, people who are faced with the challenge of making a mark on this world. Like any challenge, you may arrive at the gates of success or find yourself in the midst of failure, but never think what you do isn't enough. As told in an African proverb, if you think you're too small to make a difference, you haven't spent a night with a mosquito. But everyone, let's remember, even though you may be small, you can still pursue what you love.
There are some things that we're never going to forget about West. We're not going to forget the awesome cookies that the snack bar used to have, or the stairs that still wear us out after 4 years of climbing. We're never going to forget to be respectful, responsible, and kind. But this is the place where our future starts. We have made our homes here at West, but it's time to take our next steps. We don't all know where our new homes will be, and that's okay. We don't have to have it all figured out. But if we were able to make West our home in 4 short years, we'll be able to make a new home wherever life takes us. So it's time to go home. Let's leave West a little differently than we came by saying, "Go home, seniors. Go home, class of 2016.
Thank you, summa cum laudes. Now, class of 2016, I'm going to apologize in advance. My remarks are a little bit longer than the daily announcements tonight. Tonight is your night, graduates. We celebrate you, the class of 2016. All of us gathered here tonight in the gymnasium, in the Performing Arts Center, and online are collectively applauding your accomplishments, feeling very proud of you, and wishing you happiness and success. 33 years ago, as a member of the Belleville West class of 1983, I wore a cap and gown and was waiting at the old Belleville West for commencement to begin. Parents, I know that many of you can relate to that. This evening, I am proud to stand before you as a principal of this great school. The school is not made great by the brick and mortar. It is made great by the diverse group of staff and students who have spent a major part of their lives here. I've been blessed to do a job that I love, surrounded by educators whose passions are to facilitate thinking, inspire students, and cultivate dreams. The strength of our student relationships makes a difference in translating our passion for teaching into your passion for learning and life. Throughout your time at Belleville West, you have spent countless hours working on projects, cramming for tests and finals, dealing with intense emotions, dedicating yourselves to sports and jobs, making choices, preparing for the future, and counting down to this very day. Day by day, little by little, sometimes without even realizing it, you matured into the fine young men and women that are seated before us now. I have on many occasions during your time at Belleville West addressed you as the student body. Yet, for the first time, you sit before us not as students, but the graduating class of 2016. You're the 100th graduating class from District 201, and a special one in my heart because you're the first class for whom I've been principal all 4 years. This evening is a defining moment of your life. Be in this moment, take it in, look around, think of all the people who are attending in this gym, viewing from the Performing Arts Center or watching online, supporting you in this moment and wishing for you a future that is both successful and filled with all the best that life has to offer. Let me be one of the first to congratulate you on accomplishing this goal and tell you that I can't wait to witness how each of you will impact the world around you. Graduation events always make me, and many in this audience, a bit reminiscent of our younger times and friendship throughout the years. I want to talk to you about these relationships. As American short story writer Cynthia Ozick said, we often take for granted the very things that most deserve our gratitude. Take time to foster your relationship with those that love you. Your education began the day you were born. Your parents educated your heart and your mind. As Jonas Salk, the medical researcher who discovered the polio vaccine, said, parents give their children roots and wings. Roots to know where home is, and wings to fly away and exercise what's been taught them. Always remember your roots, your manners, and the way home. As you greet the future with anticipation and create the life of your dreams, be aware of the love that surrounds you and all that has been sacrificed for you, and be thankful. Throughout your years at Belleville West, I hope you've built many relationships with friends that will last a lifetime. A great relationship is about two things. First, appreciating the similarities, and second, respecting the differences. I'm grateful to be sharing this room tonight with many longtime friends, friendships that were fostered in grade school, high school, and my time at District 201. With these folks, I could be myself, but through these friends, I became the person I am today. As you embark on your personal journey, whether it's a 2 or 4 year college or university, the military, trade school, technical or vocational training, the good friends you have made along the way will be there to share in your greatest joys and also your moments of despair. Appreciate these friends. If your future takes you to a new location, then they may be hard to leave, but treasure knowing that these friends will be impossible to forget. I look around this room, and though you're all dressed in caps and gowns, I recognize and embrace the diversity of the individuals seated before me. Hundreds, thousands, millions of people will cross paths with you. Along with your abilities will be the content of your character that mirrors who you are to others. When you judge another, you do not define who they are, you define who you are. Everyone that you meet in your life knows something you don't. Listen, ask questions, learn, and keep on learning. Respect your differences, share your visions, see through someone else's eyes, connect and be inspired. These relationships should be valued for the difference it will make in your life, the community, and the world. Thank you. I told you a little longer than the announcements. Okay, here's the time we're waiting for. I now certify the class of 2016 to the Board of Education and Superintendent Dozier as having met the graduation requirements of the state of Illinois, the Board of Education of District 201, and the faculty of Belleville West. I now ask the Vice President of the Board of Education, District 201, Mr. Kurt Schrader, and Mr. Mark Sarwine come forward to present the diplomas to the class of 2016. Associate Principal Dr. Richard Bass and Assistant Principal Mr. Jerry Richardson will assist Mr. Sarwine during the presentation of diplomas. Zachary Hanusek, Senior Proclamation, Executive Council President. Jonathan Powless, Class President, Senior Farewell. Nick Ernst, Class Vice President. Madeline Leibarger, Class Secretary. Kara Luchtefeld, Class Treasurer. Lance Osborne, Renaissance Eagle Award winner. Along with Nick Ernst, the next 12 students to receive their diplomas have the designation of graduating summa cum laude. On our weighted grading scale, that rewards students for taking the most difficult of the courses the school offers, and they rank in the top 1% of the class of 2016. Amelia Coyne. Samuel Geiger. Megan Glazer. Bailey Gwynn. Hannah Higgins. Madison Langan. Sage O'Brien. Brianna Sexton. Nicholas Stevenson. Emily Stock. Jordan Tasted. Olivia Young. Along with Jonathan Paulus and Zach Hanusek, the next 11 students to receive their diplomas have the designation of magna cum laude. They rank in the top 5% in the class of 2016. Henry Holm. Mary Bertrand. Alexis Radden. Sarah Capone. Sarah Dintelman. Joshua Baldwin. Alyssa Torville. Rachel Stuckel. Hanan Bousfoul. Victoria Sheffer. Along with Kara Lechtefeld and Madeline Leibarger, the next 24 students have earned the distinction of graduating cum laude. They rank in the top 10% in the class of 2016. Daisha Price. Alyssa Meton. Madeline Harder. Garrett Rorick. Annalise Sauerwein. Alexis Rains. Victoria Tenius Brown. Olivia Rowan. Kelsey Gaby. Trevor Krantz. Kelly Shea. Julia Rosenstengel. Samuel Calhoun. Cody Kuhlman. Brooke Ingram. Tyler Geasley. Emma Brand. Nicholas Oglesby. Meredith Vogel. Joseph Gomerick. Samuel Kerr. Keely Luge. Madeline Perez. Alexis Von Bokel. Tenario Devante Abel. Nathaniel Lane Ackerman. Solomon Joseph Adams. Miriam Akamadova. Christian Marie Alanese. Dantes Eldandro Aldridge. McQuan Tremaine Alford. Brihanna Allen. Kelsey Ramar Anderson. Kerman Lamar Anderson. Mystical Anderson. Tiantes Demondre Anthony. Micah Riley Attaway. Tohadu Aziz. Hannah Marie Bainter. Euless Raquan Ball. Christella Francis Barcinas. Carly Michelle Barnett. Alexander David Berry. Brianna Marie Bauza. Jacob Allen Becker. Taylor Danae Beckley. Andrew John Bierman. Jordan Alexandra Beischer. Deja Tiene Bennett. Matthew Elliott Bennett. Bradley David Benson. Bria Simone Berry. Caleb Michael Bertels. Christopher Joseph Bertelsman. Madison Tyler Bilkey. Ellen Mackenzie Binion. Jeremy Edward Berkner. Austin James Blakesley. Donnie Ray Bland. Cordell Dwayne Bolin. Ian Tyler Bowman. Tyangela Renee Boykins. DeAndre Elise Bradley. Grace Ann Bramblett. Nicole Lynn Brainer. Sarah Marie Branson. Kayla Marie Bray. Nicholas Luis Brasino. Vashante A. Brooks. Vashawn Cortez Brooks. Carly Renee Brown. Ebony Vegas Brown. Kimberly Broyles. Nyamba Amira C. Abua Bryant. Deshaun Jared Buchanan. Michelle Nicole Buckley. Carlton D'Angelo Buckner. Erin Nicole Buellhorn. Samantha Paige Bunn. Ian Michael Berger. Elijah Michael X. Burgess. Deontay Nathan Byram. Haley Elizabeth Calhoun. Connor Quinn Carnahan. Kiara H. Carpenter. Melody Grace Carter. Hunter Garrett Kaysen. Bailey Michael Choklos. Kelsey Taylor Chastain. Jessica Suzanne Chenard. Stephen Kendall Clark. Samuel Paul Cleveland. Nicholas Stephen Clifford. Noah Riley Kaufman. Jordan Allen Coyle. Thomas John Cole. Reginald Antoine Coleman. Tabitha Lisa Marie Coleman. Amani R. Combs. Kaylee Allison Comley. Monte Trevon Connors. Robert Anthony Kinsavage. Hannah Ray Constance. Devin M. Cook. Colton James Cook. Bradley William Cooper. Jessica Marie Copeland. Kyle James Corley. Eliza Steele Corey. Anae Demaria Coulter. Courtney Rochelle Cox. Jonathan Tanner Craig. Jabriah Arethea Crawford. Trina Denise Ann Crisp. David Andrew Crosby. Christopher Anthony Thomas Cruz. Astacia Brynae Cunningham. Nicholas Aiden Cunningham. Nino Dakandaridzie. Sorry. Damian Jante Daniels. Mason Gerard Darnell. Andrea Marie Dolphin. Earl Davis. Joshua Ray Davis. Juan Darvell Dawson. Jamie Lee Day. Dale Stephen Dietz. Alejandro Omar de la Cruz. Alyssa Jade Denton. Christopher Michael Diker. Jake David Donahue. Kevin David Donahue. Abigail Jean Donald. Paige Madison Dubbs. Carlexis Nashay Duncan Temple. Luke Philippe Egan. Dwayne Clement Eccles. Lucy Ann Eckert. Connor Michael Edson. Ian Richard Edson. Stephen Bradley Eichholtz. Keith Lamont Island. Autumn Marie Enlow. Erin Margaret Enscat. Aaron D. Epps. Amir Irvin. Alan Ruben Estrada. Lawrence T. Evans. Kelsey Louise Ewing. Quintavion Armantes Farmer. Eric Allen Faulkner. Alexis Yvette Felton. Davion Fields. Malachi Malik Fisher. Amber Nicole Flock. Natalie Thunder Rose Foley. Teron John Ford. Chloe Sue Foster. Nicholas John Foster. Reagan Danier French. Chloe Marie Ann Frisbee. Kiera Irene Foltz. Catherine Noel Gallagher. Stephen T. Galloway. Brian Michael Garner. Jalen Alexander Garrett. Avery John Gasser. Brian Michael Gillette. Keviane Uche Gilmore. Jared A. Gladney. Logan William Good. Marissa Goodland. Kaylin Blue Goodlet. Adele Goodwin. Brian W. Graham. Josephine Louise Graham. Michaela Gray. Aaliyah Larae Green. Alana Renee Green. Brandy Marie Green. Deambra Shanace Green. Brandon Shamar Gregory. Emma Marie Gregowitz. Robert Charles Griffin. Elizabeth Cheyenne Gross. Austin Thomas Gitterman. Dustin Adam Gitterman. Morgan Clara Hafford. Randall James Haley. Haley Morgan Hall. Kenneth Allen Heyman. Elise Marie Hanger. Alyssa Denise Hankemer. Raymond Earl Harper, Jr. Melanie Nicole Harmon. Brianna Jean Harris. Nicholas Douglas Harry. Erica Lynn Harvey. Libby Joe Hayden. Zachary John Hayden. Ryan James Hebel. Christian D. Henry. William Lloyd Henry. Mark Michael Harrington. Taran L. Hill. Whitney Doreen Hill. Morgan Elizabeth Hinkle. Nathaniel Wendell Hurst. Heather Lynn Holdman. Christopher Michael Holloway. Atlas Fernandez Hopkins. Michael Ryan Hopkins. Dorian Shamar Hoskins. Brykel Tamara Howard. Olivia Christine Howard. India Mykrell Hunter. Rachel Allen Hunter. Joseph Edward Hunter Schultz. Champagne A. Jackson. Kayla Danielle Jacob. Alexis R. James. Alyssa Michelle Jarvis. And Martin Lucius Jenkins. Okay, here we go. Donato Patrick Johnson. Alexander McClay Johnson. Amari Clifton Johnson. Kyle Ramon Johnson. Marlon Pierre Johnson. Ryan DeWitt Johnston. Alexandria Nakia Jones. Alexis Monet Jones. Ashley Eugenia Jones. Dario Curdell Jones. Deja Dolores Jones. Jonathan Daniel Jones. Joshe Lanique Jones. Megan Alexandra Jocelyn. Kayla Paige Yinger. Brandy Lynn Nicole Carboiak. Sorry. Dylan Russell Keck. Bridget Keeley. Kirsten Keeney. Joshua Michael Kern. Hannah Claire Keys. Ty Kazarian. Kendale Rashad King. Kyla Ann King. Lisa Alexandria Knight. Mackenzie Ryan Knight. Amanda Ray Kokatovich. Oliver John Kolb. Asante Kalor. Cal Grayson Casina. Raven Michael Keene. Jacob Alexander Kurtz. Allison F. Kai. Takesha Tierra Laban. Amani Mache Raquel Lacey. Brianna Renee Lane. Tyler Joseph Lanfersek. Brianna Elan Lang. John Allen Langen. Casey Lynn Lawness. Jonathan David Lawson. Stephen Tyler Ledlove. Noah Robert Lady. Bailey Marie Lair. Anthony Maurice Lewis. Alicia Marche Lewis. Noah James Lewis. Maya G. Lockridge. Chase Matthew Lair. Caleb Michael Lofton. Cyan Senlene Lofton. Deavion Jamari Long. Sean Michael Louth. Clifton Clement Lovett. Annalise Aubrey Luckritz. Tara Grace Lunig. Emma Louise Malherrick. Destiny Pauline Marcano. Abigail Lauren Martins. Miranda Jean Martin. Jerome Mason. Cameron Elias Matlock Armstead. Topanga Jean Maui. Benjamin Carey McBride. Casey Ellen McBride. Zion Robert McCaleb. Nathaniel A. McCombs. Hollis Danielle McCottrell. Connor Alexis McCottrell. Ariana O. McCrae. Aja Christina Brene McGee. Megan Aline McIntosh. John Henry Medley III. Alexander Tamer Megahe. Caitlin Michelle Mertens. Corey Michael Meister. Danielle Janine Meitzenheimer. Shannon K. Menke. Zoe Nicole Michalowski Moore. Dylan Thomas Miles. Tashayla Vontae Mitchell. Adeshina Delight Moncure. Paige Leanne Montgomery. Darwin L. Moore. Burgundy Nicole Moore. Chester Lee Moore. Christopher Alexander Moore. Kiana Titiana Marie Moore. Amber Arnisha Moorhead. Linda Diana Morales. Monty Ronte Moran. Bryce Anthony Morgan. Darion Malik Morgan. Brendan Christopher Morris. James Allen Miller. Hakeem Muhammad. Ashley Brene Nash. Patrick Philip Neal. Kaylin Corey Nelson. DeMarlo M. Nesbitt. Kenneth Jared Nesbitt. Benjamin Harrison Newmeyer. Mackenzie Brooke Nooner. Catherine Danielle Naroda. Jamarion Keontae Nixon. Sydney Alexis Oates. Mara Janae Ogletree. Derek Raymond Olson. Sierra Bell O'Neill. Lexi Ann Osborne. Talia Alexis Overall. Jasmine Lee Page. Danielle Lee Panic. Wyatt Andrew Parker. Desiree Danielle Parks. Mayor Shankar Patel. Parth Rajesh Kumar Patel. Shireen Sheree Patrick. Emily Lynn Patterson. Katie Ann Patton. Emily Faith Paul. Major Lewis Perry. Jordan Newton Peters. Gage Jacory Petrosius. Jacob Tyler Payman. Brett Edward Finkston. Yasmin Nicolette Pickens. Benjamin Taylor Pippins. Christian B. Pirtle. Alan Plants. Anthony Wyatt Ponder. Mary Hannah Printable. Trevon Parnell Prude. Denasia Monet Pulliam. Alexis Lanier Rankin. Julia Camille Redden. Dylan Robert Reed. De'Ara Ronee Reese. Erin Nicole Reeves. Hilaria Israel Renteria. Kyron DeJure Reynolds. Lauren Jean Ritchie. Alyssa M. Regal. Anson Darnell Riley. Isaiah Raheem Robinson. Ketrick Lamar Rogers. Kenneth Ray Rogers. Anthony Joseph Roy. Michaela Lynn Roselle. Matthew Tyler Saffel. Aaron Faye Salure. Hannah Caroline Sambo. Felipe Sanchez. Alondra Patrice Sanders. Devin Richard Sauer. Robert Edgar Sauls. Gavin R. Schaff. Stephania Marie Sheltonbrand. Spencer Ray Schaubert. Elizabeth Ann Scheibel. Samantha Dolores Schell. Mark D. Schifferdecker. Sebastian Lee Schlesinger. Cheney Madrid Schneider. Benjamin Edward Schrader. Gabriel Deshay Scott. Michaela Indigo Scott. Hannah K. Scott. Aaron Gregory Seaman. Jacqueline May Sayre. Tyler James Seitz. Mahanar Sheikh. Rayleigh Madison Sharp. Montel Marquise Shaw. Michaela Nashay Shell. Monique Rochelle Shine. Nicole Kathleen Sigley. Alan Eugene Simmons. Pamela Sue Simons. Caitlin Renee Simpson. Jamie Nicole Simpson. Emily Sims. Mackenzie Ray Sisk. Clayton Michael Scare. Michaela Jewel Skates. Brooke Anna Smith. O.J. Smith. Sydney Elizabeth Sparger. Romeo Javon Spells. Sydney Lynn Spires. Craig Matthew Stafford. Claudia Christine Stammer. Jehanna Rubenisha Stanley. Jacob William Stell. Joshua David Sterling. Michelle Lynn Stevenson. Dylan Charles Stitzel. Leah Bethany Elizabeth Stock. Jesse Jean Stout. Caitlin Nicole Strobo. Raylan Nicole Strode. Tyshawn Devon Stewart. Austin Taylor Stumpf. Kirion Devon Suggs. Sierra Elaine Ruth Sumler. Brittany Tackett. Kayla Renee Taylor. Kentavia Bernay Taylor. Naila Taylor. Samuel Henry Taylor. Paige E. Terschluss. Drake Elliott Tervere. Demetris Michaela Thomas. Anye M. Thompson. Amanda L. Torville. Samantha A. Trampy. Robert Edward Trapp. Teo Kim Trong. Dejae Renee Vaughn. Claudia Victoria Vilches. Brianna Nayeli Villavicencio. Morgan Renee Voker. Emily Jewel Vogt. Alyssa Dawn Vallis. Hannah Elizabeth Wade. Ashley Nicole Wagner. Zachary Ryan Wagner. Bishop Taylor Wallace. Megan Rose Warnicki. Max Thomas David Wazalewski. Deanna Antoinette Watkins. Jory Richard Van Watkins. Bernadette Helen Ann Watson. Samuel Gregory Watts. Elizabeth Mary Weller-Ritter. Terrence Samuel Wellmaker. Grace Catherine White. Ja'Cory Leon White-Jones. Roosevelt Lamont Wilburn. Devin Lee Williams. Jada Lene Williams. Stanley Marlon Williams. Jeremiah Jermaine Wilson. Riley Kaylin Wilson. Yulin Tremaine Wentz. Emily Keck Woodrome. Michelle Catherine Woods. Harold James Wren. Jordan Christopher Wynn. Peyton Richard Yock. Clarielle Daisha Young. And Trevor Zane Young. Will the class of 2016 please rise? You may now move your tassel as a sign of your graduation. You may be seated. I ask the audience to remain seated for the senior farewell and recessional. Please welcome Mr. Jonathan Paulus, class president, as he gives the senior farewell.
Good evening, everyone. Mom, Dad, hello. I know you're all probably expecting me to stand up here and make a really cheesy farewell address about the best 4 years of my life. And all I can say is these last 4 years have been really Gouda. In that our time here at West was nacho average high school experience. But let's be real. Why are we really here tonight? Certainly, we are here to celebrate receiving our high school diploma, one of the largest accomplishments of our life so far. In time, the diploma we received minutes ago may just become another dust-covered piece of paper, but our time here at West means so much more than that. High school is the place where we grew up and transformed into adults. And here at Belleville West, we grew as Maroons. We did not need a mascot like a Crusader or a Lancer to represent us. We represent ourselves as Maroons every second of every day. From the way we carry ourselves to the way we interact with others, we stand out, one tier above the rest, because we are Maroons. Yeah! As you continue through life, remember your roots and all that you've learned from Belleville West. Now, this would not truly be a cheesy graduation speech without a quote, so here's one from beloved daytime talk show host Ellen DeGeneres. Follow your passion and stay true to yourself, and never follow someone else's path, unless you're in the woods and you're lost. And then you see a path, then by all means, you should follow that one. Graduates, I urge you to accept the challenges of life and blaze your own trail. Find something you're passionate about and love to do every single day. If you do, you will surely succeed. Fellow classmates, it's now time to say goodbye. We must leave this place called home and continue onward down our own paths. Thank you to all the family, teachers, staff, and administrators who've helped us get here tonight. And thank each and every one of you, my Belleville West family, for the best 4 years of my life. Congratulations and farewell, class of 2016.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated for the recessional of the Belleville West class of 2016. Thank you for joining us this evening.